Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. We are your hosts.
I'm Dayna Pereira.
And I'm Brimstone, and it's going to be another amazing episode full of debauchery. Am I right, Dayna? Am I right?
Oh my gosh, there's so much good stuff in this one. I'm actually super stoked to get on it.
That's what she said.
Get on. But ting.
There we go. All right. Yeah. Listen, again, my favorite time of the week. When we get together with the club and do our thing. It's a wonderful, wonderful time. Why don't you do everybody listening at home a favor and tell them what the only true little rule is of the Dirty Little Secrets Club?
Yes, guys, if it is your first time here, or if you've joined us before, you should know that the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Yes, make sure you go on to all the different outlets that you can find us, and make sure you give us 5-star reviews, five-star reviews. Make sure you leave some nice things, nice words, compliment Dayna on how nice her hair looks or how well she speaks. You know what I mean? Because again, she is not just an object of beauty. She is a very intelligent woman. Jesus
I am
Christ.
also a mouthy as fuck woman.
That's what yeah. Anyway, what do you call it? So make sure you hit us up there, and again, spread the word. We do appreciate it. And also, if you are in entertainment or you're trying to get into entertainment, you can definitely hit up Dayna's new business, the Entertainers Network. Give them all that information, Dayna, so this way they know where to look.
Yes, we have some exciting stuff coming up on the Entertainers Network. We have a few articles that are going up for people in entertainment. We have our monthly card pool going up for people in the entertainment industry. We have Podcast of the Week coming up soon, which I'm really excited about. And if you would like to be featured, if you're a podcaster or an author or a singer or a dancer or an actor, then go to theenetwork.com and you can hit us up there. And we are just thrilled to be featuring everyone.
Yeah, see, I tried, in all fairness, I tried submitting, all of our show and my shows, and I got this response like, sorry, Brim, you're part of the family already.
Yeah.
God damn it. It's like
people
those contests.
They'll know. They're like,
it's like
you're biased.
Contests. Yeah. So what are they like? This great freaking contest is like the line down below says, if you look at the legal, says that if you are a employee or a relative of or something like that, you are not eligible for this contest. So I was like, son of a bitch.
Yes, you got booted from the contest.
It's all right. I know I'm the best podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
You have other awards to prove it, which is nice.
I do. I have my awards from the Academy. No, not those awards. But no, we got a lot of really cool awards at the Grindhouse, so I'm happy and proud of that. But maybe one day I'll just have to change the name and submit it, and you'll be like, who are these people? That guy doesn't sound familiar at all.
I'm getting emails from Grimstone instead of Brimstone.
There it is. He's so dark. He's grimy. Anyway, so do you want to get started? I know that you've got a hankering to talk about this first little secret.
I have a hard on for Dirty Little Secrets.
You do. Ay. All right, go ahead.
This one, let's just say right off the bat, we feel bad for him. My wife gives the worst blowjobs.
Oh.
They actually hurt. She tugs so hard and she's always scraping. I have no idea how to talk to her about it. We've been together for 7 years and I've been lying about how good they feel since day one.
Wow. First of all, be happy you're getting anything. That's first and foremost. I'm just going to tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't knock it because then you ain't going to get it at all. But what you can do is, and again, if you've been together for 7 years, but what you can do is you can say that something maybe is sensitive the next time she goes to do it. Just say something's feeling a little sensitive. Do you think you can try this a little bit, or you think you could try that a little bit? And then when she's doing it, and hopefully it'll feel good, you know what I'm saying, the way you like it, or the way you would like it, then you could tell her, wow, that's amazing. And, I hate to say, like a pat on the head or, here, treat for like a puppy type of thing, but you got to train her, I don't want to say it like that because I don't want people to think I'm being an asshole.
Who's a good girl?
What do you call it? Like when my wife is sitting there and telling, the dog, like, come Jasper, come on, Jasper. Good boy, come. Like, yay, I did it. You know what I mean? But no, seriously, you tell her that, what do you call it? Oh my God, that was amazing. I think that's the best, head you've ever given me, or something like that, and make it, sweet. Like, man, can you do it like that next time? I like, don't, you don't have to talk about how bad the rest have been. Talk about how much better this was. And like, oh my God, did you learn something new? Where are you cheating on me? I don't know. Do something. You know what I mean? And you could do it in a nice way. You know what I mean? And if it's a little bit at a time, maybe it's a little bit at a time. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Maybe, a good way to say it is that, maybe you were wearing a tighter pair of jeans or a new pair of underwear, and, your crotch area was a little, it was rubbing and so forth. So it's a little sore, but baby, oh God, baby, you're so sexy, like, oh, I really, really would, love this and blah, blah, blah. And then you just be a little easier and do it like this. You feel me?
Yeah. So, originally whenever I read it, I thought like, oh man, you dug yourself in a hole. There's no way you're getting out of this. You're getting terrible blowjobs for the rest of your life. But the way that you just said that, I like the idea, a little white lie to get out of your big white lie, and oh, maybe you could just be a little more gentle. I have this, sensitivity right now. And, and then the positive reinforcement, Brim, it's like you nailed it. That's great advice. Great advice.
Thank you. Brim Sanders here. We call it, dear Dayna. Yeah. Listen, we are a plethora of good information here. So if you want to send your questions and you want them answered, I'm sure we can help you out. But, it's not our fault if it doesn't work. We are not professionals.
No, you take our advice at your own risk.
Exactly.
That is the disclosure at the end of all of this.
Absolutely, positively. I think though that would be, listen, it's worked in the past for other things and whatever. And, it's just the positive reinforcement. It's smart, and you don't want to hurt her feelings. You love the girl, obviously. Right. You're with her. You know what I'm saying? And she means well. Listen, if she's doing it for you, then a freaking hell, man, be a happy camper. But, just try to work it out. So this way, it doesn't insult her, and that's the best way to do it. And again, sometimes, the people that you're with, they don't know. If they're trying to make you happy and they're trying to do something nice for you, maybe they're doing it for themselves too. Maybe they enjoy doing it. Who knows? But if there are some girls that do I am not excited. In a million years, that wouldn't get me off. I'd be like, what are you doing?
Really? My husband loves it. If I choke on it, he's ecstatic.
Okay. One choke, but not purposely choking yourself.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's no, there's, I maybe it's just me. I like, nice and slow and sensual and, that's, I enjoy that. I enjoy the intimacy type of a thing. So, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, sometimes is not fun for me.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and sometimes it's just hits the spot, but again, it really comes down to, you need to know the relationship you're in, and you need to guide each other. Because look, again, if you're going down on her and you're not doing a goddamn thing, well, one, you're not going to get any better if she's not telling you what she likes, and she's not going to get any excitement out of it if she's not telling you what she likes. You know what I'm saying? So, there's got to be
Yeah.
and ask her, or ask him, hey, what do you like? Or do you like this or do you like that? And make a game out of it. You know what I mean? Make a game out of it. Pick 5 new things that you're going to try. And you know what I mean? And in the span of your bedroom time for that night, and make it a game and see what you like. And maybe there's something that's just going to be like, wow, this is fantastic.
I would love to know if this advice works. So if you could please try it out. If you so choose, I'm not holding a gun to your head. If you choose to try out the advice, let us know if it works.
Absolutely. And that goes for anybody out there. I mean, if you're having a similar
100%.
issue, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't just, it's not just for this person who's getting bad blowies. You know what I mean? No offense. Again, coming here, we're going to laugh a little bit, but,
Yes.
At the end of the day, it is what it is. Maybe there's maybe a girl that you're seeing and she just likes to hop on top, bang, 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 and be done with you. You know what I mean? Who knows? Like, maybe that's not there. You don't like that. Maybe you want to do something. You got to have conversations, or you have to work on changing it. But never hurt people's feelings. That sucks. I don't. I'm not about that. You know what I mean? That's embarrassing too. That could ruin an entire freaking marriage right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, babe, I don't like the way you suck my dick for the last 7 years.
Yeah.
Like, ooh,
I've just been pretending for 7 years to think that this was great.
Just like she's been pretending for 7 years to have an orgasm when you have sex.
Yeah. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
No, it's not. It happens. Anyway, I think. Do you have anything else to say about that?
Nope. We beat that one to death.
From a female point of view, though,
do
you have something to say about it?
No.
Would you want to know?
No. No, that's not true. I would just hope that. I mean, I feel like you could tell. Like, I wouldn't expect my husband to just pretend like he liked something. So, I mean, that's because it feels like this person went out of their way to make it, like in pornos where they like extra moan and stuff like that to make it seem like it's going so good. Like the acting is just off the charts. And so I would hope that my husband, one, if I was scraping him with my teeth, I'm pretty sure because he's super sensitive, he'd be like, like he would jerk. He'd be like, ow,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and it also can't be too soft where you don't feel anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, all right, we're going to move on. We beat this one to death. All right. So the next one says, this is messed up. I snorted. All right. I accidentally gave food to a homeless man that wasn't homeless. Turns out he was just the guy standing outside of a convenience store with a coffee cup. And I shoved $1 and a hot dog in his face. That was embarrassing. How do you do? If you ever see me in front of a place and pass me $1 and a dog, first of all, I'll take it. But second of all, like that's kind of like insulting. That's really, really insulting. Like, hey, dude, I don't know what's wrong with you, but here, wow.
You need this more than I do. Here's your $1 and a hot dog. Man, you have to wonder what this dude looked like though, because you know how the trend is like beards and stuff like that. So I wonder if this guy was just like trendy and somebody mistook him for homeless.
So my friend Greg Sipes, he does the voice for Beast Boy on Teen Titans, and he is super like, wow, he also does one of the what do you call it, the Ninja Turtles. He's like, whoa, he's just very laid back and blah blah blah, and but he has grown his hair out and his beard out and very just bohemian, what I mean? Like, so like he makes good freaking money. Like I can see like him having been in front of a place and them doing something like that. And you're like, dude, like what's up?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's crazy. Like, dude, thanks for the hot dog.
He wouldn't eat it. He's a vegan. He's a vegan. No, bro, like, do you have a piece of broccoli? Like, seriously. No, man. What do you call it? Great guy, by the way. Fantastic guy, amazing talent. What do you call it? But yeah, it's like he's one of the perfect examples of just like somebody who has got a lot of he does well for himself.
Yeah, successful dude.
But he just is a minimum. What do you call it? Minimalist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's him and his dog Wingman, you know, and what do you call it? Funny enough, you did a show this past week called Wingman or Wingman.
Yeah.
What is that one again?
Yeah, it was Wingman. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So what do you call it? His pup's name is Wingman Sipes, and what do you call a cute little pupper? And you know, so it's him and his dog, and what do you call it? Just the loose fitting, you know, shirts that are open, and you know, the beard and the glasses and the hair, and just
but he absolutely has a home.
yeah very zen love that guy to death. What do you call it? But anyway, but that's a perfect example. Like, you can't stop judging people by, you know, their cover. You know what I mean? Can't judge a book by their cover. It makes me crazy, because it's like, you know, here with me all the freaking time, you know, it's like all right, well, some big, you know, guy or a former wrestler, or because of my beard and my hair or my rings when I'm wearing them, you know, like I'm some moron or some, you know, deadbeat or whatever. It's like, no, man, I'm actually somewhat intelligent. I run multiple businesses, brands, and the whole 9 yards, and my own career, and yada, yada, yada. I said, but or you know, like a pretty girl like yourself, you know what I mean? And you could say, what do you call? Oh, well, she's obviously, you know, an airhead or a ditz, whatever, but she's an intelligent person. She said she runs her own business. She runs her whole family and their schedules, and then she does X amount of podcasts and appearances and so forth on top of that. So, you know, stop judging people by their looks. You know what I mean? If we put out no other message today, aside from making sure you get a good blowjob, it is don't judge a book by their cover. And you know, and when you're doing this, and I'm not saying that you did the wrong thing, sir or ma'am. I think that it's fantastic that you were trying to help a homeless person.
Yes. Yeah.
But maybe you should have observed and made sure that it was somebody that
maybe check their coffee cup to see if there's coffee in it before you throw $1 at them.
Yeah. You're lucky you didn't get the coffee thrown in your face. Ouch. But very well intentioned. I think that's fantastic. Yes. Do you ever, I know we you know, I've been making a big habit of breaking in and storying things during our shows lately, but what do you call it? Do you ever do the pay it forward thing, like always over at like a Starbucks and stuff like that? Yeah. It's always an interesting thing, you know, like, you know, I've done it a bunch of times, and I've had it happen a couple of times. It's such an odd thing though when it does happen, right?
Yeah.
So weird.
It is. I don't do it probably as much as I should. I said always, but that was a lie. I do it occasionally.
It was a lie. It was a lie.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an exaggeration.
And she said she does it on occasion, and that was a lie. Yeah. And she said she did it all the time, and that was a lie. She said she did it once last week, and that was the truth. Okay. Yeah. All right. Kidding.
Occasionally I get into that spirit where I'm like, all right, I'm going to, you know, pay for the coffee for the people behind me, or, you know, the food in a drive-through or something like that. But I'm also the girl that, like, if I have $1 in my pocket or a $5 or whatever, and I am at a red light and somebody's next to me, I will like stick my hand out the window and give it to them, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, I'm probably shouldn't be supporting panhandlers, but I do. So
I don't. That's one thing that I don't do. Now, and you know me, I do a lot of charity work, and what do you call it? I will give back tenfold, 90% of the time. The fact is panhandlers, I will not give any money to. Most of the time, they're not even real. They have a car or a truck or something right around the corner, and they make a ton of cash sitting out there. There was one who was here in New York on Long Island, not too far from us. Who was out there in the certain location. She worked certain areas of the island, and she was making. She had a freaking Tahoe. She's like a
CEO of panhandling. She was like, "What? This is my business. This is what I do."
Yeah, she had she goes to her car. She had like a big change of clothes. This is a dirty little secret, people. The fact of the matter is she would go out and dirty herself up, and and she was wearing a wig apparently to make it look like her hair was, you know, all mussed.
Damn.
And she went. So people actually saw her leaving, and I guess they felt like I feel like I need to follow her. It was either that or or it was in a one of the drive-throughs. I think it might have been Wendy's drive-through. They got her on camera changing out of that and putting on her regular clothes. It was one or the other. I forgot how she got nailed, but that's how they found out, because either somebody followed her and saw her getting into an expensive freaking truck. And changing, and also she had like either not crutches or a walker or something. She folded that shit up, she puts it in the car. So I don't suggest giving random panhandlers money. If you see that they're blatantly living on the street, or that's a different animal.
There's one girl next to me that she's very clearly homeless. She has her shopping cart and all of that. And I, whenever I see her, I toss her a couple bucks.
See, that's nice. But, and I think that's great. I also think that it's nice to be able to offer somebody maybe a job, or you know what I mean, and be like, let me help you a little bit. Do you want to work for a couple of hours? Because get them to start doing something with themselves. The one thing that drives me nuts, I see these TikToks and these Instagram reels, of these people like tossing around money, like, oh, look at this, or YouTube. Oh, look, I'm gonna help a homeless man, and then you're going up to this homeless person, and who is already broken down, and not only are they in a really bad way and probably the lowest part of their lives, and then you're like, hey, I'm going to give you $500, and then I'm going to take you here and blah blah blah, just tell me how great of a job I did. You know what I mean? If you really cared about this person, you wouldn't be filming it, you wouldn't be talking about it, you'd be doing it, helping them get on their
silently.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that us talking about it is a problem. I'm talking about like, the videos like where they're making millions of hits because the people are, you know what I mean? Like,
I see. I understand that point, but to the other side of that, to play devil's advocate, they're also putting, like, so many people are seeing this, which could potentially inspire other people to, help out.
Yeah. But they also, some of them have it where, there's this one guy, I don't know if they all do it or just this one guy. Oh, we're going to set up a cash app for the guy, and everybody donate the money to this cash app. And like this one dude, they got him like $300,000, you know what I mean? Of donations and stuff like that. And then other ones that they donate directly to the channel. And then that's the money that they use to go and give to the people. Like, I appreciate you helping people, but you shouldn't be helping people in order to get your own face out there.
And you should also, I think investing into mental health would probably be more helpful overall than, just handing out cash.
Yeah. But anyway, so again, please take care of the people, help people out. Give them an opportunity if you can. And and just make sure that the homeless person you're shoving the dollar into their, cup is actually homeless. Check
for coffee. Check for coffee. That's the advice here at the Dirty Little Secrets Club. Check for coffee.
Check for the coffee. Just like, I'm not going to say that. Anyway, who's next? You're next.
I am. I got my girlfriend an adult toy mold of myself that totally backfired. She didn't realize it was a mold of me. I didn't want to tell her because I was planning on making it a surprise. She was unimpressed and gave it to her friend who used them more than she did.
Wait, she gave her the dirty one?
No, I don't know if it was a dirty one or if she just, I don't know. But I didn't have the heart to tell her that her friend was fucking herself with a mold of my penis.
Wow. Oh my God. First of all, the fact that she wasn't impressed with your penis is a really, really upsetting thing.
Yes.
Wow. Ooh. That wasn't a knock to your ego. Oh my Lord. I guess that was a little bit of a win when you saw her give it to the friends. Like, all right, well, she's using it then, honey. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Oof. Yeah. I got to think about this when you go. It's on
Oh
you.
man. Well, I think it's hilarious for one, but I didn't even know that you could get like molds of your, oh, you know what? We did talk about this. You
It's
were
a
talking
tube,
about
yeah.
that company that wanted you to do it. And you were like, I can't do that.
No. Well,
Now
there
I'm
was two
curious.
of them. One that wanted the full the shaft and everything itself, and then the other one that wanted to do it and then put my face on the front of it. There were two
Oh
different
my
things. Yeah.
God. That's
Yeah.
right.
Was
I
not
think
happening.
my husband would be very upset if I was using the mold of him instead of using him. Like, I don't think that my husband would do that to himself. He's like, I'm not trying to set myself up for failure by giving you a mold of myself. Because he's like, if you're horny, just get the real thing. You know, you don't. But also, if my friend was like, yo, you want this dildo? I'd be like, no, thank you. I can go get my own. Like, I don't need a recycled dildo.
Well, so okay, so what's that I don't know how I feel about that one. But then again, we've got maids and everything that are interested in using other people's stuff. So
That's
I mean,
true.
I
Personal
guess
preference.
but in terms of using it instead of the real one doesn't mean that you can't be using the real one, because like the whole point of toys isn't necessarily always for self pleasure, but it's for playing together.
Mhm.
So you know what I mean. And then you feel more comfortable. I would feel more comfortable if it was like, okay, well, you're using me and I'm here, and then when it's time and you're heated up, and then it's time for me to go. You know what I mean. And then you know what I'm saying. Like then it's like good. I don't know. I'm not against it. What do you call it now? On the flip side, what do you call it? How would you feel if there was all of a sudden a way to duplicate and Joe made a second of himself? Would you think one that he would be okay with the other one being in the bedroom with you, or the two of them being in the bedroom with you? Or do you think he'd be like, oh, hell no, she's off limits? And would you be all right with it knowing it's a copy? See? It's a weird question, right?
Yeah. I guess I think that's one of those situations where you're like, I can't truly answer that until you're in the situation because you never know which way you're going to go. You know what? And also, my multiple personalities change their minds all the time. It just really depends on what day of the week you get me and who pissed me off beforehand.
Fair enough. Yeah. Like if I could duplicate myself, what do you call it? I wouldn't want, my duplicate to be coming anywhere near my wife. You know what I mean? Even though it's me, it's not me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's like, it's you, but it's not your brain, but it is your brain. That's so weird.
Very weird. Very weird. And technically you're not cheating. You know what I mean? If you're sleeping with, because it's you. You know what I mean? It's you. It's identical. The Packards are the same. Everything's the same.
Like,
how would I know?
Do you think women use that excuse when they fuck their husband's identical twin? They're like, what? It's the same DNA. I didn't know.
Oh boy. Well, you just answered the question, my dear. You just answered the question. F that freaking jazz. No way, Jose. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, moving on. This is me.
Yes.
What do you call it? I think it's really hilarious that you got the penis one and I got the boobs one. So, all right, here we go. Accidentally, I sent a picture of my boobs to my boss. I sent my husband a pic of my boobs every day. It's like a running joke. I was running late and wanted to make sure he got it and didn't check the recipient. I was mortified and had to call my boss to explain right away. He understood, but now I have to work with him knowing he's seen my boobs. I didn't tell hubby. Wow. Oy, oy, oy.
That is mortifying.
Kudos to sending your boobs to your husband every day. I would love boob picture every day. I would be like, yay!
Hey, that's what you ask your wife for Christmas when she's like, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday? You're like, a boob picture every single day for 365 days.
She won't do it. She won't do it. She won't do it. She'll buy me something stupid that I don't want instead.
Yeah.
They tell me every time, oh, it's so hard to buy things for you. It's so hard to get anything for the holidays for you. You have everything, and if you don't have it, somebody sends it to you. And if you don't, they don't send it to you, you find somebody to send it to you. Like, screw you. Give me something good. Give me some head.
Boob pictures.
Boob pictures. Send me naked stuff. I like it. I'm in. Jesus Christ.
Now that I'm thinking about it, that's a real easy gift to get my husband. He would be thrilled if I had a boob picture sent to him every day.
Yeah, make a boudoir shoot.
Boudoir.
A boudoir instead of boudoir. A boudoir. Yeah, there we go. I'm making things up right now. I don't know, man. I think it was. Listen, I'm wonderful. I think that was wonderful. The fact that the boss got it is a big issue. One, with all the sexual harassment things going on. Two, what do you call it? Especially the Me Too movement. And like that could have caused an issue because knowing that he got that from you and he's seen it, technically you could use that against him as well. You know what I mean? Like, even though you sent it by mistake and whatever and explained it, you could always then turn it on him. And that's a problem too. Believe it or not, because that's just the way the rules are. So what do you call it? I don't know, man. What do you call it? I think, and not telling the husband that it happened. I mean, I guess well played, but lying is not good. You know what I mean? Lying is not good.
Yeah, but that's fucking embarrassing though. You don't want your husband to be like, okay, that's it. No more boob pictures, because you made a mistake one time. And then what if after that, he's like, okay, I'm done with the boob pictures. And she really likes sending them to him, or, it spices up their love life.
Dayna, first and foremost, no guy's gonna be like, no more boob pictures. I'd be like, quit the fucking job. What are you talking about? No more boob pictures. I'd be like, fuck that. Yeah, keep sending me the pictures. You're leaving the job. That's it. That's it. End of story.
You would make your wife leave her job if she accidentally sent a boob picture to her boss?
Unless the boss is a female. I don't care. If a female, maybe that's a different story. But no. Are you kidding me? No. That's cause for me to beat the snot out of the guy. That's it.
It's not his fault. He was the accidental recipient.
Dayna, don't cross me on this. If he opened it up and it's still on his goddamn phone, which it probably is because they don't just delete the shit. They're going back and looking. Yeah, that's right. Sitting over there in that silk shirt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on, man.
No.
I know that's how it is. I know it's how it is. I would do that. What are you talking about? I know exactly. Because if I would do that, they would do it. That's what I'm telling you.
That's not true. Everybody's different. Not everybody would do it. Most people probably would, but not everybody. We can't generalize.
Yeah, I'm generalizing. But I don't know. I mean, it's like here, if your husband was sending you dick pics every day, which we know you don't want.
Oh my God, let me throw my husband under the bus right fucking now.
Uh-oh. He sent you one?
He sent me a dick pic like a week ago. But
doesn't he listen to this fucking show? What's wrong with you, Joe?
He does. He actually just called me before we started recording, and he was like, "Oh, I just got done listening to your episode last week. It was really funny." But so he sent me a dick pic. But here's where my poor husband went wrong. He sent me a picture of his soft penis. And
that's even worse. That's like, no. Mine will go inside itself sometimes. No, you can't do that. It's got to be strong like bull. Are you kidding me?
I was like, honey, I picked up my phone because he never sends them to me. But I did happen to mention that if he ever wanted to send me one, I would be okay with it. And so he sent me, I should have been more specific. I should have been like, honey, strong like bull, then you send the picture.
Yes.
I wasn't specific. And he just was like getting out of the shower. So he was like, oh, sometime my wife said that she wouldn't mind getting a dick pic. So he just took a picture of it and sent it. And I was like, no, honey.
Joe.
You got to make it look like you want me. Okay.
Joe. Oh man. Joe, you and I are going to have some long talks, Joe. Joe.
Yes. Yeah.
No, seriously, you got to get it up, strong light bulb, and then you go down on the shaft and push down so that it comes up higher and stronger, and all the blood goes up to the front. So it's like, and then you get that angle and you're good. But like that's if you're sending it to somebody who actually wants the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he
or
knows
you get
better
a good
now.
one
He knows
going
better
down.
now.
So it's like arching up, like, like the grand, on the grand stage. You know what I mean? Like, wow. I mean, it
like
looks
a fucking
glowing
trombone.
Yeah, it's like, wow, like, you know what I mean? Like, amazing. If it don't look like that, don't send it.
Yeah.
End of story. Penises are not, they're not boobs.
He has been schooled. He now knows better.
Wow. Ooh,
yes.
That was such a hit. Oh, I feel so bad for him. He just got kicked in those poor little nuts.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. I'm sorry, Joe. I love you, man. I know we don't know each other as well as we will at one point, but I love you and I feel for you right now.
Yeah. Well, he's just glad that he didn't accidentally send that dick pic to somebody else.
Can you imagine? Oh, by the way, I was talking to your sister, and I by mistake I sent
her my soft penis. I would be like, no, damn it, no. You got to make it look good. If you're going to accidentally send it to somebody else, at least make it a good one, okay?
Make it right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. All right, I can't anymore. I can't.
Don't worry, we're ending on a positive one.
So yeah, I guess that she didn't tell her husband. I think you probably should have told your husband. What do you call it? Because the last thing you want is for you to be at like one of the holiday parties or something like that, and you're there, and then the boss is thinking he's being funny and goes, "Remember that time you sent me that the pic of your boobs, and what do you call it, by mistake?" And then your husband's mortified, like, what? So I think you should have that conversation, or never have your husband around the work people.
Yeah, or make sure you delete that message too, because if your husband goes on your phone and happens to see that you sent a picture of your boobs to your boss, and then you called him instead of being like, "Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed," and text him back. Yeah. You called. So there's no documentation of you apologizing and saying you made a mistake.
Yeah. Oof. All right, you're next.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say about that anymore. Oh boy. Okay. You're up.
This one says, my neighbor tied his dog up outside and treated it terribly. He was always yelling at the poor thing and never let it inside, even when it was cold. One day when he was out, I went over and stole the dog. I took him to my friend's house a few counties over, and he's been living the best life ever since.
From the arms of an angel. Yeah. Every time that commercial comes on, I'm like, change the channel. Change the channel. I don't want to see it.
Why are you going to cry? Are you going to cry? Are you going to cry?
Depressing. So depressing. Can't come to Waterworks. The Waterworks can cry. Can cry, huh? You can cry. So come on, cry. No, I don't know. That's well. First of all, I'm glad that you took the dog and gave it a better life. Technically, it's theft, but I am glad
we'll let that slide.
I'm gonna let that slide. Cruelty to animals is just an awful thing, and I don't want to. I really don't want to end on a bad note, or thinking about cruelty. It's just an awful thing, and people are just disgusting. And that's one thing I get very uncomfortable about.
Yeah, I don't love it either.
Because they're what do you call it? All these animals, they don't know they don't know any better, and and they're treated like complete garbage, and it's not fair. It's not fair to them. If you didn't want to take care of it, you don't want to love it, you don't want to have him or her there, to take care of and to pamper and to love, then why bother having it? You know what I mean? Why'd you get it? What's the point? To treat it poorly, treat an animal poorly is just awful.
It's like the lowest low you can be is to treat an animal like that. It's fucked up.
I saw some guy kick a dog once. I went after them, man. You don't even know. I went after them, and they're lucky that people stopped me. Because it's a defenseless animal. Not dogs, if they really want to, can fight back, but when you've beaten them down so much,
No.
you know what I mean? Or they trust you because they don't know any better.
Yeah,
You know,
you're the one that feeds them.
Yeah, if they feed them.
If
There's some people that don't even feed their pets. It's just I hate. It comes down to I hate people. No offense to the good people out there, but I hate so many people at this point. Like, awful people, people that's just garbage people. And
some people suck.
It's just that garbage people. If you don't want your animal, don't get an animal, don't discard the animal, don't kill the animals, don't beat the animals, don't throw them out, no,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, care about them and love them, and that's it. I don't know. What are your I'm glad that they're living out their best life now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, it's like whenever you see a dog in a hot car and stuff like that, you're like, well, fuck it, you break the window, or like, what do you do in these situations? And I'm actually kind of glad that this person was like, fuck you, bro, I'm taking your dog. And you know what? He probably didn't even care that the dog was gone once he was like, oh shit, okay, dog's gone. Well, guess I don't have to do anything anymore. But I'm so happy that this dog is like living their best life. I hope that there's like a fucking acre of land and other dogs to play with and lots of trees. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
Oh my God. I can't. It bothers me. It really does. That's why I hate those commercials, because they know that they're going to
get you right in the feels.
Right in the fields. And I can't, like you can't spend money on every single thing that you see that upsets you. You know what I mean? So it's like, as much as I'd like to be able to take care of all the animals in the world, I just can't. So just watching it depresses me even more, because I'm like, oh, I can't help. I do things here and there, or appearances, or little donations, like here and there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure you've seen me post. I repost Mutt Scouts quite a bit, and they're a dog rescue in Southern California that I am obsessed with. And they just do so much good. They take these dogs and they get them treatment at the vet, and they turn these poor dogs' lives around. And you see them and they're so happy and like running around, and some of them are not so lucky, and you lose some of them, and that's really sad. But like dog rescues, I'm full support of. I will repost their shit all the time, because man, they do a lot of good out there for these pups that are treated so poorly.
Now I want to go home and hug my puppy.
I know.
He's such a little dick, but I want to go home and give him a big hug.
No, you're so lucky.
Oh, I love my dog. What do you call it? Oh, ha ha ha. What do you call it? No, he's so yeah, he'll come running. Yeah, I didn't. The other day, like I told you, my real awful, day on Monday. What do you call it? So I didn't see him in the morning when I left, and I didn't see him when I got home at night, because he was asleep for both times. So he was in his crate, for in the morning, and then he was crate again at night because it was late when I got home. So on Tuesday morning when I woke up and he saw me, he's like, and he does the running leap, you know what I mean? And so he's a small dog. So what do you call it? But he's a big piece of muscle, you know what I mean? So like when he hits you, it's like whoa, hey man,
like someone threw a brick at you.
Yeah. So he'll run and jump and dive into my arms. If I'm sitting down, especially, like he'll come running up and jump and pounce on me, and then like wrap his little paws around. It's the cutest thing. Yeah, he's great. He's like I call him my little bear, because even though he's a mini dachshund, he feels and looks like a little bear. Anyways, what do you call it? That's about all the time we have, guys. What do you call? I hope you enjoyed the episode as much as I did. Did you have a good time, Dayna?
I always have a good time. There's never a time that we get together that I'm like, this sucks and I never want to do it again.
Only once, where you were like, all right, Brim, I'm cutting all of that out just so you know.
For your own protection. I got you.
For your own protection, Brim. We're going to... But anyway, guys, again, we totally appreciate you tuning in. Please make sure you spread the word. It only helps us keep going. What do you call it? Make sure you hit up, anywhere you can do a review, 5 stars only. And that makes Dayna happy. She will do the happy drinking dance, like the glass or whatever. Remember, also If you are a fan of the Dirty Little Secrets Club, Dayna's birthday is coming up, so make sure you send messages. Happy birthday, Dayna. Happy birthday. She's going to be celebrating her 21st birthday. I'm so excited. Because
finally
now
I can drink.
legally be able to drink. So excited about that. And what do you call it? And again, guys, what do you call it? That's about it. Dayna, the first little rule of Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Yes, the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Yes, hit us up on all the social media. Make sure you hit up the official website. Send in all your anonymous dirty little secrets. We will absolutely, positively at least look at them, and hopefully they will get aired on the show. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
Think we want something from you, you got another thing coming.